Hi, my name is Paul Cantabene, head men's lacrosse coach at Village Julie College, here for Inside Lacrosse. We're here today to show you a few face-off techniques you can use when out on the field, and also a few of the basics about how to hold your stick and getting into your stance.
The first thing we're going to go over today is just about how to hold your stick. A lot of times, a lot of kids like to hold their stick in all different ways. I think that every time you face off, you should hold your stick the exact same way every single time. And the first thing you'd like to do is take your upper hand and put it the closest to the plastic as possible. For the reason is because this is the strongest part of your stick and you really want to control it the best you can. You don't want it down here because then you don't have a lot of control. You can't have it up on the plastic because that's against the rules. So what I like to do is just get my hand right up there as close as possible. And I'm a little bit more different than most face-off guys traditionally, is that I like to hold my hand on top of my stick, aka the motorcycle grip. And so I just like to hold your stick though in your fingers. You'll see here I like to put my thumb right in the side of the shaft so you're not holding it in your palm. When you hold your stick in your palm like this, it's very hard to move your stick or be very quick. When you hold it in your fingers, it's much easier to move your stick quicker or get down the line or counter what your opponent's trying to do. Typically, your other hand, you'd like to kind of be about 12 inches apart, or I'd like to say shoulder width apart. If you just hold your stick out straight and you take your hand and put it straight out and put it on your stick, that's typically where you should be. And again, you like to kind of hold it in your fingers, not in the palm of your hands. Again, for quickness sake, and also so your opponent does something, you're a little bit quicker to counter that. And what I like to do, so I know that I always put my hands in the same spot every single time, as you'll notice I have a piece of tape here. And that tape let me know every time I go out that I put my hand in the same spot, so it's one less thing that when I go out to take a face-off that I have to worry about. Now the next part of the face-off you really want to try to be good at is your stance. And typically when you get down to the ball, that you like to be as close to this 4-inch line as possible. All right, a lot of times you'll see kids with their feet way back here. The problem with that is when you get down in your stance is that look how you're leaning really far together. Or if you get too close, you'll see guys back on their heels and they're almost falling backwards, all right? So you want to get that good medium. And what I like to do is initially is that I kind of judge it by putting my front foot in there kind of first, make sure I'm about 8 inches away, and then I put my back foot straight, pointing straight, right on top of that line. And the reason I make it straight is so I don't slip. A lot of times when people go like this, the first thing they do, you'll see there's a little give. What I like to do is get it straight, there's no give to it, so a lot of my moves predicate on me going to the right, so it's really forward so I don't have to worry about slipping. Okay, my next foot, again, is a little bit off the line, pointed 8 inches towards the ball and off the line a little bit so I can get my hand and my stick between my legs and there's nothing blocking me. Now when I get down into my stance, a lot of people think you just, excuse me, a lot of people think about just putting their hands down the stick like this. That's kind of the wrong way to do it because you see how high my body is. What you typically like to do is bend your knees and bend your arms, so when you get down on the ground, you want to make sure that it's really firm on the ground, not too hard so all your weight's on your hands, and not too soft so you're not on the ground. You just want to make it firm with your elbows inside bent down so you can get as close to the ground as possible and have your head right over your glove hand.